Big developments, of course. Let's go live straight to Washington, D.C. as we prepare for the inauguration of Joe Biden as the President of the United States, to take over from the outgoing President Donald Trump. Voice of America correspondent Katherine Gypson standing by to give us the latest from the Capitol. Katherine, good afternoon to you there. Good morning to you in the United States. So much more security there than ever before. During a pandemic, the end of the most tumultuous time the U.S. has had possibly since the Civil War. I can't imagine what the mood is like there this morning.
Right. Well, this is the fourth presidential inauguration I've covered here in Washington, D.C., and it's certainly the heaviest in terms of security. We know that 25,000 National Guard troops are spread throughout the city, more U.S. troops than in Iraq and Afghanistan combined, and there are numerous checkpoints. Everything is locked down here right now just to make sure that this inauguration goes off without a hitch and without the violence that we saw 2 weeks ago right here at the U.S. Capitol, where President-elect Biden will be sworn in just a few hours.
How close are people allowed to come and see? I mean, normally this is quite a big crowd. I mean, we'll remember the arguments about how many people were there last time. I mean, are people actually allowed to come and see it?
Well, no. In short, they really are not. And the alternative that the Biden administration has found is that instead of having the National Mall filled with people, as you usually would see at an inauguration, they instead have flags in the shapes of all of the U.S. states to represent the people who would want to be here for this very important day in American history, but of course cannot for numerous security and pandemic-related reasons. So it was very strange this morning to walk along the National Mall. I'm used to seeing a bustling scene on Inauguration Day. It was quiet. The streets were empty except for military vehicles and military personnel who are guarding the streets.
Normally, the outgoing president is there to go and see off, to, in other words, sort of oversee the peaceful transfer of power. It's an important moment for the outgoing president to shake the hand of the incoming president. That's not going to happen this time.
That's right. That's such a key moment for every administration, that handing over that peaceful transfer of power between presidents, no matter what party they're from, if they opposed each other. They always have a sense that the office of the presidency is something higher and above party politics, and that they want to see that president, no matter who they are, do the best job that they can for the American people. Of course, we know that won't be happening this morning. I'm able to see from where I am on the National Mall, Marine One coming to pick up President Trump so that he can depart D.C. before this inauguration ceremony gets underway. He will not be going to the U.S. Capitol behind me. He will not be there when Biden becomes the 46th president of the United States. Certainly a very unusual moment for presidential history.
I mean, in a way, of course, there's going to be a lot of jockeying within the Republican Party. The Vice President, Mike Pence, is he going to be at the inauguration?
Yes, Vice President Pence and his wife, Karen, will be there with President-elect Biden. They will be showing them through some of the traditional inauguration festivities. So in a sense, there will be that handover of power. But of course, the visual of it, transferring from one current president to the next president, that will not be happening today.
I imagine for many people, in a way, what they would like to see is, well, a more peaceful America. Is there a hope that that's going to happen?
Well, there certainly is that hope here in the United States this morning. There is a sense that President-elect Biden has already gotten a start on what he wants to do in his first 10 days in office, let alone his first 100 days. Of course, we know he has significant challenges. It was exactly a year ago today that the first coronavirus case was diagnosed in the U.S. Now we have 400,000 deaths here in this country. He has to get a running start, getting the economy going, getting a vaccine distribution plan, and it all starts today. As soon as he gets to the White House, he's trying to assure the American people that he has a plan going in, and he's going to get started on it right away.
Katherine Gypson, thank you very much indeed.